With all their strength, Jack and Sam pulled the lever. At first, nothing happened, but then the engine roared to life. The train started to move slowly down the tracks. Jack and Sam jumped on board, cheering with excitement. Meanwhile, Lily and Mia ran as fast as they could to the nearest house, where they found Mr. Thompson, an old train conductor who used to work on the railway. They told him about the trapped workers, and Mr. Thompson immediately called the authorities. The train chugged along the tracks, getting closer and closer to the Brightville station. Jack and Sam kept an eye on the engine, making sure it stayed on course. When they finally reached the station, a crowd had gathered, including the police, firefighters, and Mr. Thompson. As they got closer, they noticed something strange. The train was loaded with crates and boxes, and they could hear faint voices coming from inside. They peered through the windows and saw a group of workers trapped in one of the carriages. The door was locked from the outside, and the workers were shouting for help. "We have to do something," said Jack, determined. "But how can we help them?" Just then, Mia, the youngest and cleverest of the group, noticed an old lever near the engine. "I think this lever might start the train," she said. "If we can get the train moving, we can bring it back to the station and get help." The kids quickly came up with a plan. Jack and Sam would try to start the train by pulling the lever, while Lily and Mia would run to the nearest house to call for help. The Great Train Rescue. Once upon a time in a small, bustling town named Brightville, there was a group of curious and adventurous kids, Jack, Lily, Sam, and Mia. They were best friends and spent every afternoon exploring the woods, playing games, and going on imaginary adventures. But one day, they stumbled upon a real adventure that they would never forget. One sunny afternoon, as they were playing near the old railway tracks on the outskirts of town, they heard a strange noise. It was a low rumbling, followed by a loud whistle. The kids looked at each other in surprise. "That sounds like a train," exclaimed Sam. "But the tracks have been abandoned for years," said Lily, confused. Curious, the kids decided to follow the tracks to see what was going on. They walked for a while until they came across an old, rusty train engine parked on the tracks. The train looked worn out, and there were no adults around,